Hey y'all, this is Leanna Hollis with Faith Lived Out Loud, and I'm trying a new thing today, so y'all let me know how you like it. I got a tripod going and a light ring, and wow, it's sort of overwhelming to me, all this stuff going on. But anyway, we'll see how we like it and keep it or not. Still real, still kind of crazy, but hey, all about some Jesus, right? Now, I wanted to tell you about something that happened the other day, and it was a problem of my own making. I'm just going to confess this right up because, like, confession is good for the soul, true? So, I went to the grocery store, bought a bunch of vegetables in anticipation of my son coming home, and got home with vegetables and meat and snacks and all that kind of stuff to put in the fridge, and no room. Well, I don't know about you, but there was no room because there were so many leftovers that had been left over for X amount of time that had begun to grow little furry coats and needed to find a new home in the solid waste department, if you catch my meaning. And so, anyway, I had a major clean out. I'm so ashamed of my refrigerator and so grateful that you can't see it. And sorry to even confess it, but it's not my thing to have a nasty refrigerator. But in fact, I did. So I cleaned it all out. And when I got down to the scrubbed, it's pristine now. I have the perfect refrigerator. But I got down to the fruit section and found this. I'm sorry to confess that I bought this pomegranate, which is my very favorite fruit at Christmas. Especially I love pomegranates at Christmas, and I have this little lemony fluffy kind of thing that I like to make and sprinkle arrows on top, and it's so beautiful and it tastes so good. But that's the story for another day. This pomegranate was bought in December of 2021. Yeah, more than a year ago. And it was bought in a pack, and I used all the others, but I kept thinking, I'm going to get to that pomegranate. I'm going to get to that pomegranate. And do something with it. And now I have this leftover pomegranate that is not probably any good on the inside, although, yeah, I'm going to check. But anyway, yeah, it's not all that great, I'm sure, but it's not for staying in my refrigerator anymore. It's been cleaned out. It's only good for telling you something. And to be perfectly honest, I'm probably going to peel this skin off, dry it, and use it in some kind of an art. I'm super excited about that opportunity. But it brings me to this question. Maybe you are like me, and sometimes we collect stuff that we need to get rid of in our refrigerator, but even more importantly, sometimes we get stuff in our hearts that we have held on to for way too long. Stuff like unforgiveness that develops into bitterness and leaves a root of bitterness that lasts for years to come. Now, unforgiveness, contrary to what our mind sometimes tells us, really hurts us more than it does anybody else. And when we allow it to develop into a root of bitterness, it can impact generations to come in our families because we teach our children that way of doing and holding on to. And do we want that? Does it please Jesus? Does it draw people to Christ? The answer to all of those questions ought to be no. It doesn't show the love of Christ at all. It doesn't show his power to forgive. I remember this verse that you probably know too. Forgive so you can be forgiven. Boy, that stabs you right in the heart, doesn't it? So here's the question for today. What do you got hanging around in your heart that you need to get rid of? A little bitterness, a little unforgiveness, a little judgmental, critical spirit, a little haughtiness. I'm just going to say that before I started doing this video, I did a little heart check and had some work of my own to do. And so I'm going to think I'm probably not the only one that has a little heart work to do today. So here's the challenge. Take a few minutes to stop. Ask the Lord what he sees in your heart that he wants cleaned out. When I cleaned out my refrigerator and removed the pomegranates and all the green fuzzies, I had room for the good stuff. And when we clean out our hearts of all the stuff that's not pleasing to him, we have room for the good stuff again. You know that good stuff, that fruit of the Spirit mentioned in Galatians 5. Love, joy, peace, gentleness, self-control, patience, all of those great things. Wouldn't we rather have those? I hope so. So that's the challenge for today. Take a look and see what's in your heart. Get rid of it because there's no sense in keeping it. And let me know how it goes. I'm eager to hear from you. I love to hear from you. Can I tell you, it blesses my heart when you send me a message and thrills my soul. So let me know how you like the new style, and I'll see you soon. Thanks for watching. Don't forget about Whisper Gathering too, and subscribing. See you soon.